Give it up for everybody you've seen so far tonight. How about them? That's good. That's good. I'm from Seattle, so like we're like that kind of awful liberal. You know, it's awful. I wish I was more like Lenny. We're just mad inside, just taking the bags to the place to drop the. I have a pile of batteries. It's probably dangerous at this point. How many batteries? There's a tin of batteries. It's probably like a chemical fire waiting to happen. My wife, she's from Virginia. She's raised by Republicans. She just wants to dump it down the drain of the sink. That's what she wants to do it. She wants to take the jar of batteries and just put it in a turtle's mouth. But I'm like, no, we have to dispose of this correctly. It seems nice. I wish I could do that. Just throw stuff away. What do you do with an old battery? Well, you're European, aren't you? You know, I could tell because you got a German sports brand on. That's why. I'm smart like that. I'm autistic. Where are you from? Ireland, nice. And what do you guys do with an old battery? You don't know? You throw it away, right? You just toss it in the garbage. That's what most people do. And then it goes in the ground, and then some kid somewhere, not our kids, but some kid, he can't smell, you know? He's got holes in his sinuses or something from all our batteries that we put in the grounds. That's the problem. It's easier, but then I'm just racked with guilt. That's what being a liberal is. It's just you're racked with guilt, but you can't do anything about it. That's it. And being a conservative is fuck it. Just fuck it. That's what it is. I got a daughter. I got a 1.5-year-old, and she's giant. She could probably beat the shit out of Lenny's daughter, actually. She's 35 pounds. That's how big she is. She's 30. That's the size of a 3-year-old, if you didn't know that. She's big. She's bald. She's kind of dumb, I'll be honest. We're raising her to compete against trans athletes. That's kind of what we're doing. Yeah, a lot of people want to ban them from the sport. I say, fuck that, build a bigger gal, okay? Yeah. I don't know. What did I want to talk about? I'm upset about all this politics stuff, but then I take a step back and I'm like, what the fuck is really going on? You know, like I live in New York. None of it matters here. You can try to ban trans. Try it. See what happens in New York. They'll be here. I promise you that. On the train I saw the other day, I saw an elderly woman in a bikini. I don't think you're going to be able to do much. I don't think you're going to get to the trans. Honestly, I think they'll be okay. The illegal immigrants, I don't think you're going to be able to touch that. I order a lot of Uber Eats, right? Every single one of those guys shows up in a bike clad with his entire nation's flag. I speak Spanish. I go, ¿Eres de Peru? They go, yeah. There's no way that guy's got paperwork. He's fucking advertising it. He's like, Peru, motherfucker. Nothing. They're not gonna be able to do shit about that. Because we need fucking burritos. We need them brought across the city. That's the funny thing. When you ordered Uber Eats in New York, it means your food just went on the bumpiest ride across New York City. My salad has seen half of Chelsea and a little bit of the village. It met a burrito, it met a rice bowl, and now it's lukewarm and it's at my house. It's the most depressing post-capitalist little toaster that could. You guys are the best audience in the world. Nothing I'm saying makes sense, but you guys are on board. I like that. I'm just doing it in a rhythm, and you're like, yeah, this is kind of funny. The biggest thing that gets me about the politics, and I don't give a shit if you like Trump, that's fine, whatever. I get it, actually. That makes sense to me that you would like Trump. He's fun to watch. He's funny. He's charismatic. I get that. As a liberal, I want that in my heart. You know what I mean? Like, I want one of my politicians to be like, fuck him. You know, like, just... Or lie, you know, like, yeah, we did it, we won, we were the best. They don't ever do that shit. They're always like, well, we actually made some mistakes along the road, and then, you know, nobody gives a shit. But the biggest problem I get is there's so many losers that are part of the new administration. Just just losers, and it makes me wonder, was there other times in history where there were losers? Because, like, we always see the Nazis, and we're like, oh, those guys look pretty scary. But there had to have been loser Nazis. There had to have been a guy in Berlin in 1942 that was like, tonight is going to be epic. And you're like, fuck. You're a Nazi? Oh, no. I'll get off the politics stuff. I'll get back to it. Yeah, so I got my daughter and I got my wife, and my wife's also a comedian. She's very successful, and she's a real ball buster. So I just have my tiny little tough daughter and my tiny little mean wife, and I'm liberal, so I'm happy about it, right? I'm happy that the women are doing so good. I am attracted to that. I'm attracted to smart, successful, sarcastic women, but there's part of me that really wishes I was into that simple lady, you know? I really wish I had a lady that came home and she was excited about a candle and she cooked me something, but instead I'm happy for progress, you know? I'm not having sex, but I'm happy for progress. I'm getting no pussy, but That's the problem with ladies, is also ladies, you guys are liberal and you want these developed men, but that's not what you think about when you shut your eyes. It's not the guys that are marching for you or voting right. It's a fucking dude who looks like I don't know. I'm gonna get off this subject. I feel like my antidepressants ran out at a certain point. Anybody in here been on an SSRI and you forget to take it and then all of a sudden, yeah, there we go. He's got some people back there. You forget your SSRIs, you'll have like a whole new philosophy on life, and you're like, oh, I forgot to take the thing. You guys are good. I like you guys a lot. This is fun. You're kind of quiet. You're looking down at the ground. Where'd you just disassociate to? Have we talked to you guys already? Is there that everybody's laughing? Where are you guys from? You're from but you don't know each other.
We're friends.
Oh, you guys are all friends. Nice. And who lives here? You do. And the rest are visiting? That's cool. Nice. How do you guys all know each other? Uni? Nice. Where do you live now?
Chicago.
Oh, but you're an American.
No, Irish.
Oh, okay. You got kind of you lost your accent a little bit. Yeah, you assimilated. You lost your fucking Hibernian. You lost your Gallic fucking. What is that called? I don't know. I'm Irish. No, I can't. I'm sober. I took the pledge. What's the thing you guys take? The oath? The pledge, yeah. I know a lot of stuff, and it doesn't help me at all. It just helps me with this moment right here where I can be like, did you do this thing? And they go, yeah. And then the room's like, whatever, you know. I like Ireland. You guys are cool right now. You're standing up, you know. You're being like, we're fucking Ireland. We'll be our own goddamn thing. Have you seen Kneecap yet? Yeah. You proud of him? You're being very, like, kind of Irish about this. You're like, yeah. I think that might be how the England came in and did what they did to you guys. Because they're like, we're going to take this. And you're like, oh, yeah, she wouldn't. All right, everybody got offended by that? Okay, that's cool. That old thing that doesn't matter at all? All right. I also may not be making sense. Okay, let's get out of here. My kid is in the car, and... This joke is bad, but I want to tell it. And, you know, I talk a lot about, like, liberal and conservative. I think in that binary a lot, but I don't think I'm a good person. I think that's important to say. Because I think that's what we do now. We think because we believe in the thing that we're the good people, and then we don't do anything else, right? We just go, I put a black square up and it's for BLM and now I'm good, you know? And you didn't do anything else, that's it. And I know I'm not a good person. I think goodness comes from the reaction. That's what it is. The goodness is how you react to something. And I'll give you an example of me being bad. I was in an airport and I was waiting to fly back to America. I was in Germany. And they got on the loudspeaker and they go, hey, everybody, we want to take a second to acknowledge that Team USA from the Special Olympics is going to be on today's flight. So I can feel you guys all pulling back a little bit. And I know what you're thinking. I'm going to make fun of them. No, I'm not going to make fun of them. I just knew I was a bad person in that moment because of how I reacted, which was, thank God they told us ahead of time. I still feel some of you guys judging me, and that's fine. But I want you guys to know you wouldn't know how you would react with no warning. I just want you to know that. The first one would get on, we all do the same thing. We go, good for them. Good for them, they're going on a trip. We all do that. Liberal, conservative, good, bad. We all go, good for them. They're just like us. I still see a lot of you judging me, and that's fine. Because the second one would get on and you'd do that, you'd assume that they knew each other. You'd go, they're together. They're going on a boys' trip. Good for them. So the people still judging me, I want you to know this. You're going to lose it in about 1 second. That little righteous high ground. Because 200 of them got on the plane that day. No warning, you would not be chill about that. You'd have some questions. Like, where the fuck is this plane actually going? You guys are great. Thanks so much. Bye.
Andy Haynes, everybody.